All right, good evening and welcome back to our channel Princess It. Still the 13th of June, 2025, a wonderful Friday morning. And okay, it's already afternoon. This is just past 12. I mean to drop a very important message that also got to us this morning from the sacred desk of Osim. And I'm going to take the last for first, just because the real message is actually on the last statement. And it's a wonderful, exhilarating news to spice up our expectations towards the coming disbursement. And he said, and I quote, "I came to remind you, your journey is sacred. So stop the comparison. Trust the Creator who made you unique and rare. He made you precious. Just trust God's timing, which is the ultimate." The message in my inbox motivated me to drop this write-up just to inspire the person and others. Our timing is so close. Be hopeful. The blessing is here. I strongly believe this time around the needful would be done based on a particular information that I'm holding and trusting God for. May God bless us. Now, from the very top, we understood that we're in a very important time where expectation is beginning to really heightened, and there is a silent battle that so many of us fight on a single day, every day, just like the Bible puts it, and that the evil of each day is enough for it. But we should redeem the time, for the days are evil, or the days for the times are evil, and all that. The battle also of comparison. And you pick up your phone, you scroll through your timelines, and there it is. Someone got a new job. Someone else just bought a house. Another friend got engaged. Someone your age or even younger to you seems to be flourishing in a way that makes you feel like you're just standing still. And when something does not happen, to you as at the time is expected, Nigeria belongs to a culture that hates delay. So if anything doesn't happen as at the time of expectation, it's termed as a bad luck. Now, before you know it, a quiet voice creeps into your head and whispers, "You're behind. You're not doing enough. You should be farther than this by now. Maybe God had skipped you." But let me pause right there. That voice is not of God. Did you just hear what I said? That voice says, "You're behind. You're not doing enough. You should be farther than this by now. Maybe God had skipped you already." That voice is not speaking the truth. And that voice, if it is left unchallenged, in other words, if you allow it to fly, that voice is going to rob you of your peace, your joy, and your purpose. Yes. The fact remains that you are not behind. You are becoming. And let us sink in for a moment. You are not late, because God is never late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. The reason is because you are on a different path, a divine one at that that is handpicked by God, designed with your specific purpose in mind. And the reason you can't measure your life by someone else's own is because your purpose was never meant to look like theirs. So God's timing for you is different because what is building through you is also different. We tend to live in a world that glamorizes speed, quick results, Jehovah sharp, instant successes, faster breakthroughs. Yet, when it comes to the work of God, the real transformative eternal work often moves in quiet and sacred ways. It tends to mold us slowly and intentionally. Think about it. The tallest trees take the longest to grow, and the most precious diamonds are always formed under the most pressure. They don't appear overnight. They require time. They require heat. They require pressure, even sometimes darkness. But in the end, they shine like nothing else. And the same is true for you and your case. God isn't rushing your process. He's only refining it. So stop comparing your life to people who are running a completely different race. Their blessing was meant for them. Their breakthrough was part of their story. It's not evidence that you are losing. It's just proof that God's work differently in all of us. His work is in diversities. And what they have is for them. But what you have and what's coming for you is for you. When it finally arrives, it will make sense. It's going to make sense. The wait, the delay, the detours, the roundabout, the disappointments, all of it will feel very purposeful for you because the right blessing at the wrong time can become a burden. But when God gives it in His own time, it's going to be complete, it's going to be fulfilling, and it's going to be peaceful. So don't let scrolling through someone's highlight make you forget the masterpiece that God is crafting behind the scene for your life. I know it's not easy. I know there are days you feel invisible, wondering if your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling. I know the feeling of watching others seem to flourish right just before you. While it appears like you sit in silence. But here's the truth. God never stopped working. He's just working where you can't see. He's building things in the silence. He's growing you in private. He's protecting you from blessings you're not yet ready to carry. And He's preparing you for things you haven't even imagined yet. Some of the delays you're facing are actually divine protection. You may not understand it right now, but one day you look back and thank God that He didn't give you everything you thought you wanted when you wanted it. Because He had better plans. He had perfect plans. He had you in mind. So stop comparing yourself with others. Stop measuring your worth through someone else's successes. Their season is not your season. Your delay is not your denial. Remember that you were never created to compete with anybody. You were created to complete. Yes, God knew what He was doing when He formed you. He knew it. He knew it. He knew what He was doing when He formed you. He does. And because someone needed this reminder, very important, someone needed this reminder. You needed to hold on. So stop that comparison. Comparison can steal your faith. Why do we fear falling behind when we serve a God who is always on time? Why do we stress over timing when we trust the author of time? There is a quote that says, comparison is the thief of joy. But it's deeper than that. Comparison can also steal your faith. It makes you to doubt God's goodness. It makes you to question His plans. It makes you to forget His promises for your life. But God didn't ask you to focus on others. He asked you to trust in Him. Yes. Psalm 139 verse 16 says, all the days of my appointed will I wait until my change come. In some other translation, it says, all the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. So think about that. Before you took your first breath, God had already authored every moment of your life, every joy, every tears, every trials, and every triumphs. Nothing surprises Him. You're part of the grand divine puzzle, and your piece is essential. It's valuable. It's needed. But you can't take someone else's shape and expect it to fit your place. It won't. Trying to do so will only bring you frustrations. Yes, it will. You were made with intention. You were called with purpose. And you were set apart, not to blend in, but to shine in your own way, in your own time. Finally, listen to this. God does not rush His masterpieces. Make no mistake, you're one of them. So today I want to encourage you. This isn't the time to give up. This isn't the time to doubt. This isn't the time to hold on. This is the time to trust deeper. The time to believe bigger. Because I believe with every fiber of my being that your breakthrough is close. Closer than ever before. Very close. Very close. And so, in the words of Osim, God's timing for you is different because your purpose is also different. Their blessing is not your blessing. Their parts are not your part. Listen, what they have was meant for them. What you have and what you will have is meant for you. God wrote your story before you were ever born. And no amount of comparison will change what He prepared for your life. So stop crawling. Stop the scrolling and feeling less than. Stop looking at their successes and thinking that God had skipped you, because He did not. He's building, but He's doing it in silence. You may not see the blessing is protecting you from things. You may not even know but exactly what you need and when you need it. Yes, this is the time to get ready. Get ready for what is yours. Get ready for what is yours. You can't do much better than this. Alright. In the long run, you will have to stay hopeful and stay expectant, because your time is not just coming, it is close. May God bless you and keep you and remind you daily that your journey is sacred and your calling is real. Your life, even in its quiet moment, is full of purposes. You're rare, you're chosen, you're enough. And your story is just getting started. I rest my case. It is well with us. It is well with us. Thank you very much. We are drawing the curtain for this afternoon commentary, and we'll soon come your way again before nightfall, God willing. And so stay unperturbed. Stay undiscouraged. Don't stay subordinate. Just stay completed. All right. And God bless you. Bye for now.